Package thieves, porch pirates, whatever name you call them, they're the absolute filth of society, stealing packages from our front doors before we even know they've arrived. But what happens when, either through a twist of karma or the homeowner's proactiveness, these petty thieves get the judgment they deserve? Here are 20 times package thieves got brutally wrecked. 1. Thought it was cool to just walk into a store and begin stealing clothes. His operation was going smoothly for him until he got to the door. Just outside the store's doors were a group of police officers. Now, they probably weren't even interested in him, but that stance, it just gave him away completely. I like him though. He'd already turned his hands behind his back before the officer even asked him to. 2. And it wasn't just him. Take a look at this next guy. The theft was all but complete until this woman came in to crash his thieving party. He tried to lie and say that he knew the owner of the package, but she wasn't having any of it. So she decided to call the police. And you know what that means for him. He had no choice but to turn around and drop the package back where it belonged. 3. That might have been funny, but this next clip was just karma in its full glory. This porch pirate had already stolen a package and was trying to get into the vehicle she and her accomplice came with. Unfortunately for them, the owner of the package came out of her house. That spooked the driver and he drove off very quickly. Too quickly, sadly, for our package stealing friend. That fall must have hurt a lot. 4. Stealing people's packages just isn't ever a good idea. If they don't come out to you themselves, sometimes the universe just takes it upon itself to teach you a valuable lesson about respecting other people's property and getting yourself a job. Take this next lady for example. First, she hit her head on the pillars, and just as she was trying to make her getaway, the packages came sliding off of her. Eventually, she just decides the whole thing isn't worth the hassle, so she drops everything and runs away. 6. During COVID or something. Look at the guy's nose mask. My question is, why are you stealing from anybody during a pandemic? For goodness sake, there's something called remote work. He was trying to play it cool when the homeowner called him, but all it takes is a close look, and you'll see the visible shock in his demeanor. Downright disgusting. 7. Absolutely no words for this Grand's Karen behavior. You got caught for stealing and you're still trying to prove a point? Who said old people don't grow stupid too? 8. Up next is this guy who posed to be a delivery man checking on the delivered packages at people's front porches. Turns out he was lying all along. At least that was obvious by the time the lady asked him some tough questions. Big ups to her for being bold about it. And just look at how quickly he slithered away before she could think of inviting the police. 10. I'll tell you what, nothing is more exciting than seeing a bad person catching their karma instantly. This woman thought she was slick and tried to get away with somebody else's box. But the universe had other plans for her. I'm not even going to lie. It was so satisfying watching her slip and fall flat on her bum like that. 11. Next, we'll introduce you to the polite guy. Bro stole from somebody's porch and walked away with it like he owned the box. That is, until the owner reprimanded him from the doorbell and told him to put it back. Just listen to him. Oh, sorry. Who did he think he was fooling? Almost as if he wasn't going to walk away with her property. 12. This next clip just goes to show how fruitless stealing is. The lady got the package and got into the car. Yes, stages 1 and 2 are complete, right? But when they tried to drive out of the neighborhood, their car was hit by an oncoming vehicle. Now, let's stop for a moment and think. The cost of repairs will be more than 3 or even 4 times what was inside that box. It's so simple. Just get yourself a job. 13. I'd like you to drop your phone for a bit and give this homeowner a round of applause. I love how proactive she was about rushing out to go after this porch pirate to get back what was hers, even if she was in her morning clothes. Great stuff. 14. It looks like we'll be applauding the real package owners for a bit now, because this next guy used 100% of his brain. His bicycle had gotten stolen at the park several times before, so he decided it was time to take serious action about things. He cut his bike in half, then taped it round. The regular thieves in the park thought it was business as usual, but I'm sure seeing that dude fall splat on the floor, then scamper away like that, definitely put a smile on the owner. And it only gets worse. This next dude had his ego dragged out of him and stomped pretty badly. The owner was so petty, he started making fun of his legs and even sarcastically offered to gift him the joggers inside the package he'd been trying to steal. If only he'd just ask. But that wasn't even half of it. He even asked him to come and work as a scarecrow for him. Now, if that's not emasculating, then honestly, I don't know what is. 19. Sadly, we're at the end of the video, but you can always trust us to close out very big. And here's the video of a porch pirate picking the wrong porch to steal from. I can just imagine the amount of fear that ran through his body on realizing that he, an unarmed thief, was faced with a homeowner with a gun. And not just any gun, but a rifle. Look how quickly it made him come correct. LMAO. That ends our video on the 20 times package thieves were brutally wrecked. If you found that fun, which I'm sure you did, leave a comment and subscribe too. There are other fun videos too, like this one about men who got tired of being bullied by women and had to fight back.